Welcome back to my math channel. Today we're going to be developing an intuition on logarithms numerically. I have more videos on logarithms, more from a functions perspective as well as equation solving. But for now, let's just try to figure out what it means when we use the word logarithm. So in this case here, the word log is acting on the number 1,000. So it says the log of 1,000, base 10. So the number down below is the base number. And we know bases because this actually comes out of exponents. So if the base is 10, the question here is, I'm going to put x because x is the answer. What's the exponent on 10? What's the exponent on 10 to produce the answer 1,000? So it's sort of like the 1,000 is like the answer, and they're asking what's the exponent to produce that number. So 10 to the what equals 1,000. And we know that since, well, 1,000 has 3 zeros, that's 10 to the 3. And so the answer is 3. And we know that's true because 10 to the 3 is 1,000. Let's try it again here. So now notice that the base number is 5. And 25 is what log is acting on. So when we say it, we say the log of 25 base 5. We don't say log 5 25. Log 25 base 5. Think of the base as like a footnote. And that's equal to what? Well, that's like saying 5 to the what equals 25. And you probably don't need to overthink that. The answer is 2. The reason is because 5 to the power of 2 equals 25. All right, let's look at a couple more that are a little different. You can see here now that the number that you're logging is smaller than the base. So sometimes the strategy is to just set it equal to x, knowing that x is the answer, and rewriting it in exponential form. So here we could write it as base 16. We know that the answer is the exponent. A log is an exponent. That's equal to the argument 4. Do you see how that works? 16 to the x equals 4. And then what you could do is change 16 to base 4. So that could be written as 4 to the 2 all to the x equals, well, 4 to the 1. Do you see? And then now you're using your exponent rules. If you have a power to a power, you multiply those. So that means 2x is equal to 1. And that means that, well, if 2x is equal to 1, then x is equal to 1 over 2. So the answer becomes 1 over 2. That kind of makes sense too, and that might occur to you without doing all of this work, that if I square rooted 16, I'd get 4. 16 to the half is the same as the square root of 16. So 16 to the half is equal to 4, because the square root of 16 is 4. Let's try this one here. So set it equal to x if you are just tired and your brain isn't working, and work it more mechanically. So this equivalent way to saying this is that base 2 to the x is equal to this number here, 1 over 8. Well, 8 is a power of 2, right? 2 to the 3. So I could write 1 over 8 as 2 to the negative 3, right? Because 8 is downstairs, you move it upstairs and change it to a negative. And now you can equate the exponents. So x has to be equal to negative 3. So x is negative 3. The log of 1 over 8 base 2 is negative 3. Think about that. The log of 8 base 2 would be positive 3. But if the argument is 1 over 8, if you take that number downstairs, then you change it to a negative. All right, let's look at a couple of more examples here to close the video. This one is always interesting because this is saying the log of 1 base 3. So in other words, what would the exponent need to be to create 1 base 3? Well, sometimes you can just guess this answer, right? It's got to be 0. Because if you want to create 1 using an exponent, in other words, 3 to the what equals 1, there's only one number that does that, and you know it's 0, right? In other words, 3 to the 0 equals 1, and then you can equate the exponents. So that's always good to know. If you're logging 1, the answer is going to be 0. For here, this is a slightly different one. Notice now the question mark is on the argument. So the log of what base 9 produces negative a half. So let's use this rewriting in exponential form like we did previously. So the base is 9, so 9 to the negative 1 over 2 equals x. All right, well, the half is like a square root, except this is negative. So what I'm going to do is move it downstairs and write it as 9 to the half equals x. Well, 9 to the half is the same as 1 over the square root of 9. And well, the square root of 9 is 3. So the answer here, the argument would be 1 over 3. So x would be 1 over 3. In other words, the log of 1 over 3 base 9 is equal to negative a half. All right, guys, if that was helpful, slap a like on this video, subscribe for lots more videos to come, and I'll see you right back here in the next video.